I bought a 30-year-old BMW E36. I found it on Facebook Marketplace. We drove 3 hours to go check it out, haggled with the seller a bit about it having more rust than expected, and ended up buying it.
It's going somewhere that is going to be treated.
The seller was not confident that it would make the 3-hour drive back to Orlando, so, playing it safe, we loaded it up on a trailer. After getting it back to Orlando, I drove it around locally for a bit to make sure it wasn't going to leave me stranded. It did pretty well around town, so I figured I'd put it to the test and see if it could handle interstate and highway speeds. For those of you that aren't from Florida and don't know, 70 miles per hour in Florida actually means 90 miles an hour. Besides it pulling to the left,
I don't have to do anything. That's part of the feature. That's part of the feature of the car.
And a lack of working seat belts, it passed the interstate test. In that previous video, I also went through everything that works on the car, but also everything that needs attention. As expected with a 30-year-old car, there's a lot of problems. The most recent problem that's keeping me from driving it,
You have reached the voicemail box of...
Tried to start it up, to drive it to the shop, to work, and it would not start because of the battery. These things, man, Amazon, they are awesome. It was like a little wand and just, Under here, the battery compartment is now vented, which you guys can see there that the bottom of the terminal basically corroded off. The last battery was pretty much shot, 7 years old. Went ahead, went up to Advanced Auto, bought this Optima red top. Optima batteries are it's like a coil cell. Cold crank amps on this are 800. I think the Beamer requires 4 or 5 something. So there's different types of Optima batteries. You've got your red top, your yellow top, and your blue top. This is for basically normal driving, which I'm gonna be doing. Then you've got your yellow top, which is a deep cycle. And that's like if you have a system like subwoofers and stuff in your car, you're running accessories. And then the blue top I wanna say is for like marine. I haven't done too much research on the blue top. The red top, it'll fit in here. I'm actually gonna be making a new battery tray down here because we have to cut all of that out. I also bought a new terminal. Basically gonna be cutting this one off. Let's go ahead and get this thing installed. So I got it pretty much apart, but the lines are sticking inside of here. Got my trusty assistant Zuko whining at me. Where's your toy? Did it go under? Is that really, bro? Way over there? I think I can hit it with the GoPro. No, it went further. Here, don't drop it under there again. Ah, finally. All right, so as you guys can see, positive terminal, right? We really don't have much extra wire here. So to reach the positive, once this clamp goes on, that'll be like the perfect length. The Optima red top is in, so the last thing to do is to clean up all this mess. So we'll take the tools and put them back over there. We'll just do a snap. All right, all cleaned up. Zuko, what you think? What do you think? Where's your toy? Is it under the car again? I bet it's under the car again, isn't it? All right, so that's the Optima battery all hooked up. Yeah, nice. It actually still fits. Let's go ahead and try to crank it up, see if it starts. Yes! She's alive! Don't celebrate too quickly. Like I said previously, one of the things that I'm learning about this car is that you fix one thing and another goes wrong. Seriously, like clockwork. And it's damn near immediate, which is exactly what happens here. Why should it be any different? Well, next problem. We got a huge gas leak, guys. It's like there's an absolute puddle underneath the car right now. We seem to have developed a pretty significant fuel leak. It is coming from down in here somewhere, if you guys can see that canister in there, which I believe is the filter, somewhere around there. Above that, we'll turn the car on so you guys can see it, but it is not a small leak. Forgot to show you guys the gas leak. Guys, I am just dumbfounded right now. I have no idea, like, how. You know, I haven't dealt with gas leaks and stuff too often, but in my experience, leaks just don't magically go away, right?
Tomorrow.
I'm gonna take the BMW E36 to a friend of mine who's a mechanic. Hopefully, it'll make it. No gasolina, so I guess we'll go. All right, guys, we're on the way. We got 24 minutes or 12 miles to go. The only thing I'm smelling thus far is oil. Makes sense since the car's been setting for a while and it does have that, pretty sure that oil leak dripping onto the headers. So, no gas so far that I can see or smell. I will probably hit a parking lot up here. I'll pull over just to double check. Sure that we're not leaking gas, because, I mean, I really don't want to use that. Anyways, onwards. All right, let's see. All good there, and all good in there. Yeah, not being there, sus. All right, guys, we're here. Tires Plus, Anthony, gonna get an inspection done.
A few moments later.
All right, guys, so we're sitting here with Cornejo, who I met through Eric, which you guys know as Bagger Bro. How many years experience mechanic are you?
15 year.
15 year?
Yeah.
Badass.
Yo, honestly, man, you got slow leaks coming from the diff itself. That's coming from the actual casing itself where it meets. The rust is really not that bad. These bushings are known to blow out, so these actually could hold the subframe itself. The only way to really take those apart, the only way to take those apart, bro, is press them on and off.
Yeah.
Take stuff right down and then press the new ones back in there. Honestly, man, he's already put polyurethane ones in here. Those are actually pretty good.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I mean, it's if you're getting a weird clunk when you're driving around, obviously that's what's gonna be causing it. These rear ones.
I haven't had any clunks from the back end.
Yeah.
I think I've had some from the front, but it's just, I think, clearance with the tires.
Exactly.
Because this dude is slammed like crazy.
The trans itself is leaking at the center housing itself. I mean, realistically, the only way to really solve this is tear it apart and then re-steel, put it back together.
Okay.
And then you got some oil leaks coming from here. The only thing I was telling you that I was concerned about, bro, is so you don't lose power steering, is this high side line here. So here's your pump here and the high side line that feeds from the reservoir. It's just pissing out there. And like I was telling you, the two hoses, they were leaking. Bro, the fucking clamps on these things weren't even tight.
Oh,
so
shit.
there's one of the fuel lines here, and the one that was spraying was the one up top. There's the one in between the rack there.
They were barely on?
Yeah. They were on, but the clamps themselves weren't tight.
Yeah, okay.
So I had to tighten that up for you. But I mean, honestly, bro, for the amount of rust that's on it, it's not on the chassis, just mostly on the body.
Nice.
So, I mean, it's not in bad shape. You're really not.
So the fuel leak, you tighten those down so I don't have to worry about blowing up anymore, catching on fire.
Catch it on fire, bro.
The oil leak.
Yeah, so you come over here between the seat. Here's gonna be your manifolds. If you look straight up, the valve cover itself is just starting to leak on you, man.
Okay.
So, I mean, honestly, bro, it's minor repairs, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, minor repairs, and she's solid.
Well, let me know what I need to order and.
Okay.
Awesome, man. Hey, dude, I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Till next time, bro.
Taking it to a master technician to have a look over the car, get underneath it, and fully inspect it gave me a lot more confidence in the car, for sure. So now that I know that the gas leak is solved and I'm not gonna die and explode, catch on fire, I've gone ahead and put the windows up and I'm utilizing the air conditioning. Yeah, they basically said that they would email the full list of everything that was wrong or that they would recommend replacing. Anthony sent me a full list of everything that they recommended taking care of, so let's go ahead and have a look at that list. Back in the garage. Ritsuko, what's up, bud? Their total for repairs is $2,077.53. That includes parts and labor. Labor obviously being a huge part of that. Labor cost alone on that is $1,244. Parts is $675.76. So we can get those parts for significantly cheaper. We've got the power steering starting point. It says power steering pressure hose. Brake fluid change. So we're gonna be replacing the brakes though. So basically it's gonna be getting new rotors, new pads. Whenever we do that, we're gonna change the fluid as well. And then it also talks about gaskets. So we've got a valve cover gasket, an oil pan gasket, which is no big deal. deal either. As long as we can get those replaced, should be at a decent, I don't know, point where, you know, it'll run well. Cornejo did mention a leak in the transmission, but he said there's nothing that can really be done about that unless we drop the transmission, take it apart, and reseal it. Overall, it's not in as bad of shape as I thought it was. I guess I do feel a bit more confident about my purchase, especially after Anthony looked at it. There's a fair amount to do to the car. Definitely number one on the list is suspension, because it feels like a 2x4 on wheels. We're upgrading to a set of BC Racing custom drift spec coilovers, which will be the next episode that you guys see. After that, there is a slew of other problems to tackle on this 30-year-old BMW. Stick around, lots more content to come on this thing, but the fuel leak being gone, is it though? Is it actually gone? Did it magically disappear? Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. This thing is definitely keeping me on my toes, and I'm learning an absolute ton. If you guys are enjoying it, hit the like button. It lets YouTube know that we're doing a good job. If you're not subscribed, you want to continue to see content like this. We've got other content coming up as well on a few other projects. I've got a full board over here with some really, really big ones coming in. Be sure you're subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon also so it sends you notifications of future uploads and activity. Till next time, grab a wrench, get to work. It's just nuts and bolts. Catch you guys on the next one.